For the triangle below, find x. There are actually three triangles in this picture. The larger one here. There is a medium-sized triangle, which is here. And then there is a smaller triangle right here. Now, these three triangles are similar, and here's why. The medium-sized triangle, which is a right triangle, and the large triangle both share a common angle, and because they're both right triangles and they share this common angle, they are similar. Likewise, the smaller triangle and the larger triangle share this angle right here, so they are similar. What that means is, since the medium triangle is similar to the larger triangle and the smaller is similar to the larger triangle, all three of those are similar triangles. Now, we'll come back to that in a minute, but for now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to determine the length of this side right here. Because we have a right triangle, by the Pythagorean theorem, if we call this side C, we can say that C squared is equal to 3 squared plus 4 squared. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, so that means that C squared is equal to 25. When you take the square root of both sides of this equation, you get C on the left-hand side, and you get the square root of 25 on the right-hand side. We don't need to worry about plus and minus here because these are lengths. Square root of 25 is 5, so this is the famous 3, 4, 5 triangle. I'm going to go ahead and erase C here and put in its length, which is 5. Now, the next step is to exploit what we determined before, in that there are similar triangles here. The two similar triangles we're going to look at is the smaller triangle and the large triangle, which is right here. I'm going to take the ratio of the hypotenuse to the shortest length in that small triangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ratio of the hypotenuse to the shorter side, and on the large triangle I'm going to do the same thing. The length of the hypotenuse here is x plus 3. The length of the shorter side is equal to 5. And now what we have is we have a single equation in x that we'd like to solve, and then we will find this length x. So if you do cross multiplication, you're going to have 3 times x plus 3 is equal to 5 times 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. Multiplying that out, we get 3x plus 9 is equal to 25. Next step is to subtract 9 from both sides of the equation. When you subtract 9 from the left-hand side of the equation, you get 3x. When you subtract 9 from the right-hand side of the equation, you get 16. And finally, the last step is to divide both sides of the equation by 3. When you divide the left-hand side by 3, you get x. When you divide the right-hand side by 3, you get 16/3. So this length from right here to right here is equal to 16/3.